you know, I remember it in the sort of mid-70s, and the place was buzzing, and it was open till 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and it was full. It was just like I don't know, like Covent Garden, if you like. It was a sort of, because everything was handmade here. Handmade things were in vogue. And people came to Cornwall on holiday, and it was like, oh, let's go and see our little jeweller or potter or whatever. And then after there was the recession in the 80s, and then after that people just weren't adventurous anymore. So we have signage that's on the end of that building there, which is called the White Hart Building, and there's signs on the slipway as you come up the slipway. But people just do the loop. The St Ives Loop, which is Fall Street, the Harbour, Fall Street, the Harbour, and they just walk around there. And they very rarely come up here. Mm. The only time they come up here is for the toilet, and the toilet is now shut. So it's a council run. They'll open it in May, but it's been shut all winter. So, and when that's open,
you get many more people in.
Yeah.
So the toilet is a good way to get people in. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. If you've got public toilets near, it is a good pull. People wander through and they just look around. It's a little bit like being like a museum, really. That people treat it as just, oh, this is interesting, and then they wander around. Maybe, say, 25% might come back and actually buy something, but the majority of the people will just wander through.
25% is not bad if 25% buys something or not.
It doesn't mean they'll buy it from me.
No, I know.
I mean from all of us. Yeah, no, about that. Because you see the same people, you see them coming through, because this is like a walkway into the residential part and the beaches. So they come from the town and they use it as a cut through. And so you see the same faces over and over again, and in the end you get to waving to them because they know that you're always in here, and it's a lovely place to be, really, and I'm very fond of it. Very
yeah, you
fond
must
of
be
it.
since you've been here for quite a while already.
A long time, yes. Yeah. Even though I've got another workshop somewhere else, and I could just be in there all day, and I could make the same money as I'm, you know, sort of working for the wholesale. But the added bit is the shop part, because obviously people come in and then you pick up more work that way, because they say, oh, we'd really like a stained glass window, or so because I'm here, people know that you're alive, if you know what I mean. If you're in a studio in the back room somewhere where nobody sees you, then you don't get that sort of that input, really.
To people who are just here for a week, or?
Well, sometimes they come here and they're on holiday, and sometimes they're just local people. So I think I've sent windows to Manchester and Northumberland, and so all over the country. Then people come down, make a special trip for the weekend to pick it up to take with them. So
you don't send it over the post. It's too
I have put things in sort of crates and sent them by a carrier, but I prefer the people to actually. So I've packed it and I know how it all, you know, works, and then they come and collect it. So
if people are interested in that kind of thing, do you make drawings while they are here, or
no?
Holidays,
I have to sit and work it all out. So usually they'll come in and express, you know, an interest, and then I'll take their address and I'll spend a couple of weeks sorting it out, and then send the drawings off to them, so that they're in their own home where they want the window. They've got the drawings, they can hold it up. I do them actual size,
1:1 scale.
Yeah, so that they can hold them up and sort of stand there and go, "What do you think, love?" You know, and that kind of thing. So no, it's been very good actually.
So that's a good part of your business too.
Yeah,
do that.
And it usually runs in nicely that they come sort of late September time, and so it's the quieter time of the year, like the winter time, that I get to do the windows, which works fantastically for me. Occasionally somebody will come in the summer and they're in a rush, you know, and thinking, but no, normally it's winter time, so that's good.
Yeah. Do you never kind of get fed up of being so much kind of in the open with your work, or do you just go to your other studio then? Is that kind of essential to have?
No. I don't mind. I've got over it now. I can cope because it's part of my life to have things walking across the window. If you don't, it's almost a zoo in reverse, really. That I'm the observer, and the animals are outside.
Yeah.
So I'm used to it now. So that's all right.
Yeah.
But I know people. When people come here initially, they're quite freaked by that to be on show.
Yeah, because many artists I know, and I've also talked to in the past days, they really feel they sometimes need to be just by themselves to explore, and without feeling embarrassed, really.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Depends a bit on the work you make as well, perhaps.
Yeah.
But do you ever have that feeling?
Well, I suppose the glass is like an invisible curtain that when you're really into something and you're creating something, then somebody could run naked across the window, you wouldn't notice them. So I think your space is an internal thing rather than an external thing. So you just go into yourself and then create. So
you don't bother about what's happening around you, really.
No, it doesn't bother me. Well, you can sit there and you can be eating your sandwich and you'll have a crowd of people, so you get used to that. A lot of people can't cope with that, and they sort of put blinds. The gentleman over there, he doesn't like to be watched when he's working, so he has his blind. And we had a lady who was a potter here who used to have curtains, like net curtains, so she could see out but they couldn't see in.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's part of the attraction of this place, is that people can actually see you doing something.
I think so too, yeah.
Because if they couldn't see you working here, then it would just be a shop. And then, there are hundreds of shops in this town, so...
Yeah. And people would like to see where things they buy as a kind of souvenir, perhaps, or...
Yes, that's right.
Something.
That's right, and it's not you get sort of children who are up against the window like that, and they see you making a little thing, and then they'll come in, and then parents will come in and they'll say, "Oh, look, that's what she's making," and then the parents will say, "Well, do you want one?" And, "Oh, yes," So it's good. I did have somebody come in the other day, and with this really tall lad, and they said, "Oh, you made him a mermaid egg." Well, it was just a little gimmicky, like a novelty thing. You made him one of these when he's 6, and he's like up here now, and you think, "Oh my God, I've been here too long." It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And had he been keeping it all that time?
Yeah, he's still got it. It hasn't hatched yet though, so you're right.
Is this like your sales desk here, or
Yes.
if someone buys something, or you've got a calculator there behind
Yeah, I've got a
plans?
calculator there. Normally it hasn't got all this rubbish on.
And you wrap it up for them here?
I wrap it here, and take their money if they're... Yep, that's where it happens.
A middle part here.
Yes, I actually have 2 dogs that come in the afternoon. They come down here.
Okay.
So I take them for a walk at lunchtime, and then they come and spend the afternoon with me, and then we go off for our late afternoon walk after work. So I don't have to go out again. They get...
And they live in this middle bit.
And they live in this middle bit, which is why the board's up.
Yeah.